Most people think they can't grow serious food without owning land. That's one of the biggest gardening myths out there. I've seen tiny balconies outperform large backyard gardens simply because the grower understood root health, sunlight, and water management better. Meanwhile, people with huge spaces often waste half their season fighting weak plants, compacted soil, and nutrient problems they don't even notice until harvest time. One thing that immediately improved my container and balcony gardens was actually checking what was happening inside the soil instead of guessing. I started using the Humus-Rich 4-in-1 soil moisture meter because containers dry unevenly fast, especially in heat or windy conditions. A pot can look moist on top while the root zone underneath is completely dry. That inconsistency quietly stresses plants and reduces yields. I'll leave the exact one I use in the description if you want to check it out. It also helped me catch pH problems in one raised planter that kept producing weak spinach no matter how much compost I added. Now here's the first simple gardening idea that actually works even if all you have is a small balcony. Grow vertically, but only with the right crops. Most people overload vertical towers with large plants and create a tangled mess with poor airflow. I learned quickly that shallow-rooted crops work best. Lettuce, basil, spinach, strawberries, and green onions thrive vertically because they don't need massive root zones. Tomatoes and peppers are different. They need deeper containers and more stable moisture levels. Once I stopped forcing heavy crops into vertical systems, production improved almost immediately. And here's something most new gardeners never realize until summer hits. Container depth matters more than container width. I tested peppers in shallow decorative planters against 5-gallon buckets using the exact same soil mix. The deeper containers produced healthier roots, steadier moisture levels, and far more fruit. Shallow containers heat up fast and create constant stress underground. Now let's talk about the easiest food growing system I've ever tested in tiny spaces. Self-watering containers. Not expensive store-bought ones either. I built simple versions using buckets with a water reservoir underneath and a small soil wick connecting the moisture upward. The consistency completely changed how my herbs and tomatoes performed during hot weeks. Most container plants don't fail because of lack of fertilizer. They fail because moisture swings between soaking wet and bone dry every few days. And this next idea shocked me because it worked far better than I expected. Growing food in gutters. Mounted rain gutters turned one empty fence into a productive lettuce and spinach system. But here's the mistake that ruins most gutter gardens. People place them in full afternoon sun. The roots overheat fast inside shallow systems. Mine only receive morning sunlight, and I keep the soil mix extremely light using compost, coco coir, and a little perlite. That combination prevented compaction and improved drainage dramatically. Now here's the gardening advice I completely disagree with. People constantly recommend giant containers for everything. That's unnecessary for many crops. Green onions, lettuce, radishes, and herbs can thrive in surprisingly small spaces if nutrients and moisture stay stable. I've grown dense salad harvests in recycled storage bins less than 8 inches deep. The key is matching root depth to crop type instead of blindly following container size advice online. And if you truly have 0-yard space, hydroponics becomes incredibly useful. I started testing small hydroponic systems along a wall beside my house where traditional beds wouldn't fit. Leafy greens exploded with growth because roots received constant oxygen and nutrients. But there's one thing most hydroponic beginners get wrong. Warm water. Once nutrient reservoirs climb above about 72 degrees Fahrenheit, root health declines fast. Algae increases, oxygen levels drop, and plants weaken. Keeping reservoirs shaded made a huge difference in my systems. Now this next method looked too simple to matter, but it ended up saving me hours of maintenance. Mulching containers. Most people think mulch only matters in large gardens. Wrong. Containers lose moisture rapidly because heat surrounds them from every side. A thin layer of straw or shredded leaves stabilized soil temperatures and cut my watering frequency significantly. And speaking of watering, this next mistake silently hurts more container gardens than pests do. Watering on schedules. Plants don't care what day it is. Wind, temperature, sunlight, and container material all change moisture levels daily. That's exactly why I started checking soil conditions directly instead of watering by habit. Overwatering kills roots slowly, especially in compact spaces with poor airflow. Now let me show you one of the smartest ways to turn dead space into food production. Use edges and railings. I grow herbs along walkway edges, strawberries on railings, And climbing beans against fences instead of wasting those surfaces. Once you start thinking vertically and sideways instead of just outward, small spaces suddenly become far more productive. And finally, don't underestimate pruning in tight gardens. One overcrowded tomato plant can block airflow for an entire balcony setup. I remove lower branches early and thin crowded growth before fungal issues start. Good airflow matters more in small gardens than large ones because humidity builds quickly in confined areas. The truth is, you do not need acres of land to grow serious amounts of food. You need stable roots, healthy soil biology, proper moisture control, and smart use of light and space. Once you understand those basics, balconies, patios, rooftops, and tiny backyards can become highly productive growing systems. If you found this useful, subscribe to FarmLogic and share this with another gardener trying to grow more food in less space. The more you understand plant biology and soil behavior, the easier gardening becomes, no matter how small the space is.